The situation is very tensed, obviously. It's not stable at all, and very volatile and unpredictable. I think if the country is going for election in February, I don't see any symptom that the machinery of government, the political parties, they genuinely preparing themselves for the February election. Instead, what they're propagating at some point of time, I think it's violence. It is axiomatic if NCP go to Gopalganj and they shout slogan against Sheikh Hasina or Bangabandhu Sheikh Mujibur Rahman, it will agitate the people. And also what I have seen, initially it was for the July movement, but for Gopalganj they renamed it March Gopalganj. And there is a theory, there is a feelings that on that day the graveyard of Bangabandhu Sheikh Mujibur Rahman could have been demolished. So that created an assumption of protection measures amongst the local. And I think there are certain pockets in Bangladesh where certain party is extremely popular, like Bogura is BNP popular, Rangpur is Jatiya popular, and Gopalganj belt is also Awami League very popular. So it is not wise to go there and create an anarchy. And for these new young leaders, we want peace from them, not anarchy. I think it is politically unwise decision to go Gopalganj at this point. It was unnecessary, it was excessive, and it is disproportionate. Earlier, many state leaders, they avoided Gopalganj visit or meeting to avoid this bloodshed. And at least 6 to 7 people died, some says more than that, because of this visit. So I think this is just when election is knocking at door, everybody should prepare for peaceful coexistence. At this moment, this struggle and this civil war type situation is very dangerous for democracy and inclusive. Yes, our party office has been burned down, the central office, and some of the local office is also being demolished. Not only that, our chairman's personal residence at Rangpur has been attacked on fire. And these things shows that there is no level playing field at the moment. So fairness is quite utopism at the moment. And also, if you think inclusive, obviously by a temporary order, until the court verdict, till the court case is ongoing, Awami League is banned, primarily and temporarily. And also Awami League's registration in political party is also suspended. So the election, the government is heading towards the election without Awami League, and all the party, they are heading towards a environment that is congenial for certain parties and completely discongenial for other parties. So there is no level playing field at all. The administration is led by certain ruling party, and also when you see the NCP people are working or moving, they are getting full government support. They are getting local administration support and everything. So if the government favor one party, the government automatically disfavor the other parties. That's creating an uneven field for election. And obviously, I think it will create political enmity among the parties and mistrust about this government. Many parties soon will start believing that a fair election is not possible with this government. As an asylum or as a refugee or to save lives, anyone can stay in any country. I don't see any illegality in that. Obviously, India is our only neighbor practically, because Myanmar is a civil war state. But the only neighbor we have at the moment is India. And we have 3,000 kilometers border, and each year almost more than 1 million people go to India for treatment, low cost, high treatment. And it is not easily possible to create a substitute for these patients. So we have dependency on India for essential commodity and of course for treatment of our people. And also India has some dependency, because if Bangladesh is unstable, that will automatically create tension within Seven Sisters and other part. But what happened basically, after the fall of Sheikh Hasina, a group of people started shouting against India, started misquoting against India. They are mentioning certain they create new maps sometimes, and sometimes they say the Seven Sisters will be disturbed if India attack us. So these unnecessary comments from government level of Bangladesh or this government, that's created tension between India and Bangladesh at that, because Foreign Minister Jaishankar at certain point says that yes, government change, sometimes it changes miraculously, we have to accept it. And then Bikram Misri, the Indian Foreign Secretary, when he visited Bangladesh, there is a meeting between Chief Advisor and Bikram Misri. And later there is a meeting between Narendra Modi and our Chief Advisor. So we have to accept that we are neighbors and we have to work together. But obviously no country or no country's key personnel should say anything that affect the other country's sovereign issue or security issue. Regional security is a big concern at the moment. So I think for Jatiya Party want a dignified relationship with India, a dignified friendship. In 1971, India helped us a lot. We have to remember that. But we are a sovereign country. What our peoples think, the relation should have been people to people, not only government to government. Earlier, for some reason, it was only government to government. Now, steps should be taken to have a people-to-people relationship, because we don't have enough alternative. For also India don't have enough alternative. We're surrounded by India. So this vice versa dependency we have to acknowledge from both ends.